Hello everyone, welcome back to Mo Great Ace Attorney. How's everyone? I hope you're all doing well today. The starting soon screen is done by Breedy. Check them out, link in description below. And then got a self plug for Legend of Korra Season 3 review. Check it out if you so desire. I feel like I accidentally moved something else I'm supposed to move. Oh well. I think I fixed it. I know. We'll figure it out. But for review the effect of Bastion's Magnet Warriors, because it was like a VJ promo, now guy's actual effect is good. I like it. Magnet Warriors, of course, he a lot more support, but it's a good card. Apparently they're making like the whole Animation Chronicles structured deck for Branded, like a whole month celebration. Hey, you know, Branded isn't Konami's favorite archetype. I don't know what fucking is. What have happened here? You found me, haven't you? No need to screw me down any further. Everything in here is precisely what it seems. Yeah, well, we be giving... Yeah, for going over, don't you worry, Duel. Worst players to click with me. That's how you were able to locate my workshop. That's about I was not expecting. When I heard whistling from all room, I knew it was time to vote. Whistling? Ah, that would been me. Oh! For some reason, I work in fine fidelity today. Greg says about to lose his shit, which I don't blame him because he gave away Bevel Bell. No words, just tightly squeezed chips. Clearly I must have had a screw loose for, as I can't remember the combination for the safe. And now I want to lose, as I can't remember which piece of furniture I went down on. We also found a rope by the wall. Yes, I hoped to exit through the skylight, but sadly the rope was too short. So, I've been sent about searching for a combination code to open the safe. And burning the incriminating blueprints, don't forget. Regrettably, though, you failed to retrieve the head from the balloon along the rafters. And after that, you hit yourself inside the safe. Again, like, I feel like it's super unsafe. Like, you can't really breathe air. And having first set this pulse ticking. Well, I know attention being nailed by the police. So he goes like, I'm blowing everyone up! Got Death Witch, eh? Hiding beside a ticking time bomb, eh? Please. What? He's supposed to hide inside the safe. It's not only a safe, it's specially designed. Dynamite explosion won't leave a scratch on it. I mean, has that been proven? How do you test? I mean, I guess you would have to do some field testing. So in fact, the safe was the only safe place. Precisely. But once the requirement's out, you won't have been able to get out again. Exactly! You're a trap! I invite you to look more closely. Oh, I mean, okay, maybe this is a bit of a small way. Alright, so it is... I've always intended to blow up the place just to move in. Oh, always intended! He wants to just blow the fuck up everything he can. Just blow it up! And to be fair, that's a great plan. Sometimes you just gotta blow fuck and shut up. I wasn't expecting an uninvited guest to come along and screw up my plans. Do you mean to say you were planning to blow us all? No. That was unforeseen. What do you mean? Most people want, you see, when they see a ticking time bomb at their feet. But no, we thought it was an anti-gravity device. I calculated the time required for retreat to a safe distance and set the device accordingly. But you seemingly in his Discord heal through a span and the ropes. Gregson, I love the two dynamics a lot. Is something wrong, Gregson? Do you have something on my face besides my usual eyes, ears, nose, and mouth? I think we have a fairly good idea what's been going on here. But what have the two incidents here inevitably been involved in recently? Professor Hairbrain's instantaneous kinesis experiment with great exposition and the waxwork monster which this head belongs to. It's no ordinary head, you know. It's the head of a professor. Yes, we do know that. Cloud and Max, with a lock so strong, I'm unable to open it safely to reveal the killer's identity. Also, the Chainsaw Man, movie tickets went live, and I did buy it. What's going on here, Greg said? A lot more wide available than freaking the Dragon Man movie by a long margin. What's going on here, Gregson? I'm sure you're aware of that. I have so jurisdiction to investigate him. Yes, well, Dr. Scythe again, so the forensic investigation team are here. And you know full well this engineer is a clear witness. Why are you allowing this load access to him? If Low Strongcon knew of this, you'd be finished. You lot, leave at once. My dear man, there's no need for such a frowning tone, I'll show you. After all, there's no way to green our acquaintance, is it, Dr. Scythe? Hello, Sholmes. She seems so cold to us. Mr. Sholmes, no Dr. Scythe? It was protecting the machine next door was causing such a sad expression on your face. You're quite misguided. It's willing, nothing more than a shell. You get out! But of course, we shall show ourselves the dome. I see you haven't softened at all. Mr. Notterholm, yes? It would appear that Duel for entertaining investigations have run the course for the day. But Mr. Sholmes, let's leave this place in the doctor's capable hands. I said get out, now, all of you. Your presence here is now required evil, Gregson. Understood. But I'm just saying one thing before I head off. If it wasn't for Slow and his companions, we would have never found this place, and the whole workshop would have been blown to bits. Visit, a time bomb here that this lot disassembled. Spectre. Something giving you a shotgun hazard trouble? So sorry, I didn't mean to say. You're quite right, of course. You did just for time bomb, didn't you? Yes, you did that one. Huh? Why you? That one? You mean? For the second? Oh! Smart. I mean, that's smart. It was an hour later that we heard the news. Over an Noah's explosion that went through the great experimentation stage of a great exposition. Professor Hepburn's evasion and all his secrets were borne away forever. Yeah, that, I mean, true, if I build a duelist device and want to get a word of evidence, I mean, well, what will you do? You will blow that shit up. Good morning to you, Mr. Nadaho. Good morning, Professor. Ready for today's proceedings? I hope so. I should be. Good morning, my dear fellows. Oh, Mr. Chomps, you're here. Well, naturally, a true gentleman stands show to show with his friends and bow at all times. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I'll see you later, then. Now, Professor, we really need to remain calm in the courtroom today. Yes, do try your hardest to not intervene and stand uninvited again. Yes, I will. I realize this. My dear fellows, I must interject. Where's the Chomps? Oh, you see him, Mr. Chomps. What's the matter? Surely you overlooked some praise, have you not? To be cast in my direction? Sorry, I don't follow. I might spell it out. Yes, I have a great Hollock Chomps, the greatest detective of worldwide acclaim. I was at some ungodly hour to be here now. First thing in the morning. A miracle, you must agree. Well, if I must agree, then. As you know, my sleep is quite impregnant. I just had to apply her full command of tactics. She pulled both covers off, she choked me, she poked both cheeks, she punched me and kicked me out of bed. I mean, the fact that she could get up earlier than you and be functional like that. Then she put a bowling cup of her latest experimental blend on my face, and at last I was bested. Oh my, Iris has been busy. Iris doesn't have it in her to go that far. She's too nice. I've seen the spirit of fellow scientists who relishes in the infinite possibilities of blending tea. I mean, I guess to be fair, you can't mix anything into team. Well, it would be good or not, different story, but you can. I'm the one worthy of praise, not ours. This is my victory. Sorry to cut in. Oh, Inspector Gregson. Good morning. Gregson, my dear friend. What a grim expression, but still awfully early hour. Oh, I don't know. Maybe because I've been confronted with a grimmer expression, eh? Dear me. Are you gonna take that insult lying down, Professor? What? I don't know! Poor Professor. Anyways, here's the paperwork you asked for. What paperwork? Oh, I took the liberty of requesting it yesterday. I have a feeling it may prove useful. You won't believe the hoops I had to jump through to get this brought out of our archives. It's the Professor's autopsy report. That mass murders? Who killed 5 members of aristocrats? He was found guilty in close trial 10 years ago now. It's all done under wraps. And he was quickly executed soon after the trial. It's all in here. I don't know what to say. Thank you, Inspector. Why don't you go out, Barrage Gregson. See, very helpful detective, love him. Us lonely RVR just doing what we can, and the child of a great detective Sholmes, of course. Well then, Professor Hailbrain. This is it. Today we're gonna lay it all to rest at last. I wish you the best of luck, Professor. I suppose he be in there today, will he? Duel. Yes. We expect the prosecution to summon him as a witness. I mean, they can't have to. Still amazed that you managed to find him in just one day. I really owe you both so much. Counsel and the defendant! The trial is about to resume. Kindly make your way to the courtroom at once. This is it. Final chapter. Funny, my heart's racing a little. Now that I felt this before, it's strange for foreboding. I said something's gonna happen in this trial, but I'm not waiting for it. That's every Ace Attorney trial. Let's be honest. Something happens when no one sees coming. But I can't let that distract me from the only thing that really matters. Finding the truth. Like, would it really be Ace Attorney if we didn't, like, find some horrific truth at the core of it? In the name of the Master Chief Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session again. We resume the public hearing of Albert Hillburn, here present, who stands accused of murder. All the counsel for prosecution defendant way to proceed. The prosecution is waiting, my lord. Defense is waiting, my lord. As Pawns, Lord Van Zeke has his apprentice with him. His apprentice with memory loss. Remain, Lord Van Zeke. Yes, my lord. There appears to be someone standing at your side. Ah, yes, my apprentice and assistant. The prosecution believes today's proceedings will see the complexity of his case rise considerably. What's an understand? Oh! See, that's kind of apprentice you need, assistant. He helps you with your wine! I feel for instructing my assistant to attend to ensure the smooth running of a trial. And the smooth running of liquid refreshments by the looks of it. The way he holds himself, the way he moves. It could be no one else. But he's suffering from amnesia, so there's really nothing we can do at the moment. I know, but oh, it's very hard. It would appear the prosecution has done a found John responded to the demands of the court made yesterday. I understand that you successfully. It was us. Yes, my lord. I intend to comment as a witness shortly. Very good. Very good. Now, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, who have been chosen at random to represent the will of the people in this courtroom today, are you ready and willing to proceed? Of course, my lord. I'm sure we all understand the importance of doing our civic duty. Do you despise deception and deceit? So I find very willing to take a man's life with a conjuring trick. It's against the magician's code, not to mention, more importantly, the law. And he thinks scientists should feel the wrath of God, if you ask me. Oh, God, taking it to Big G. We had to listen to what both sides said. The fans, been set on what. That's it. It wasn't like this in my day. It wasn't like this at all. Back in my day, we just threw people in jail. If all parties are ready to proceed, you may begin, Lord Van Zeke. Before I do, my lord, there's a report I must read to the court. Yes, Dave, I have a great exposition ground for evidence of primary points in this case. The super high voltage instantaneous kinesis machine, which was installed on the experimentation stage, was deliberately destroyed in an explosion, affected by an unknown person or persons. It was what? An explosion! Put that gun away. This is an outrage! Yes, I've heard this grave news yesterday. Scotland Yard submitted a report to my office in the evening. However, the machine was blasted to smithereens of wreckage reduced to ash and the flame. I have here a photographic print of the scene taken in the wake of an explosion. It shows what little remains of the machine. Yes, a terrible business. He really did destroy evidence, did he? That Enoch Duel. Foucault would take this point as evidence, counsel. Late yesterday afternoon, for protection afforded to the machine by the Special Dispensary for Scientific Equipment Act was revoked. So we just started to blow the fuck up. However, a full investigation could begin, but eventually was obliterated from existence. So it never stood a chance. And as such, this would become a very different trial. That's true. Because we didn't have a chance to examine it. As it stands now, there's no evidence which to draw meaningful conclusions. But authenticity of a kinesis machine will remain forever in obscurity. Indeed, most unfortunate state of affairs. However, one thing remains clear. The victim's death was the result of the actions of the accused. Of that we can be certain. If it was the accused himself who was operating the machine and ultimately caused its loss of control. As Lundgren Seeks rightfully says, this is a very different trial now. But accused accepts responsibility for his part of events that transpired. He acknowledges that Mr. Asman died as a result of an accident caused by his machine's malfunction. However, unbeknownst to the professor, he was being deliberately deceived by a pair of very clever fraudsters. Names, counsel, of you, please! The engineer Enoch Duel, and the victim himself, Mr. R.E. Assman. So what exactly were the two men up to behind the defendant's back? The defense attempts to expose that information, but establishing the equivalent innocence of the defendant. Yeah! He was innocent, he didn't do it. Thank you, counsel. The position of prosecution defense have been clearly stated. Lundgren Zeke, summon you for witness, please. I want him alone. Prosecution calls the engineer, Mr. Enoch Duel, to the stand. State name, occupation for code. Name Enoch Duel. Occupation. Hard to pin down, I would say. Yeah? Swindle is not really a good occupation. See the black monocle? Yes, why do I feel I've seen it somewhere before? Oh, you too? Exact same thing, Well, he made that black mark like a trademark. You filed in a case that you're currently being investigated in connection with another case. Theft of a waxwork model, is it? A most extraordinary sounding business. I mean, you steal here, blow up a stage here and that, you know, like you gotta do everything. But that has no bearing on this trial, I'll show you. Cleave it from your mind. You're familiar with a public experiment carried out at the Great Exposition some days ago. But accuses super high voltage instantaneous kinesis demonstration. Yes, you could say that. I am aware of it. It was a terrible accident, wasn't it? It was you, Mr. Duel, who constructed the vast machine used in the experiment. Also, our investigations indicate. Can you confirm your involvement? Yes, I constructed it in precise accordance with the blueprints, but that's all. And the code would be very interested to hear your thoughts about the machine, I'm sure. Oh, he does like a wave thing, and I love it. I love his sprites. Amazing device, if you ask me. The principle of modern science and making instantaneous kinesis of reality at last. What? Good gracious, you mean to say he means to say is absolutely real. The experiment was bona fide? Is that your belief? Yes, that's very much my belief. It's such a waste that blew up. Jeez, I wonder how that could happen.
Objection.
Well, we all established the machine was never more than a prop for a lapward contouring trick.
Objection.
You established nothing of the sort. You waste for a possibility of it, but yeah, you really didn't establish that. All we were doing yesterday's proceeding was the same outcome that could have been produced by means of stage trickery. Defense merely proposed a method and demonstrated its feasibility and nothing more. But we have procrastinated long enough. I feel witness you will give you formal testimony about a machine that you constructed for prosecution, constructed for purpose of a demonstration of a great exhibition. Understood. Boom, boom. I met a young professor approximately 1 year ago through Mr. Asman's introduction. He provided me with blueprints and constructed the machine to its precise specifications. It was no trick. If a hood show was a problem, it would require a body double. Tell me, did the victim have a twin? Our spectator saw the bullet cage appear above the head and crouch headfirst into the crystal tower. A terrible accident, I grant you. Perhaps the science of the machine was flawed somehow. A body double? That goes without saying. To give her a pleasure that something had moved when reality it hasn't. It's a basically conjuncturing trick. But deception cannot be achieved without substituting for original fake at some point in performance. But I would be right in saying you haven't managed to establish anything along with alliance. Incidentally, the prosecution has always confirmed that Mr. Asman had no twin siblings. I mean, guess that's fair. It's more understanding that when is very well versed in contouring awfulness. But such talents do not indicate that he was actually able to accomplish what he claims. Namely, the construction of ball counts must be extremely complicated scientific machine. What do you mean? Yesterday's proceedings brought the true nature of your past experts to light, Mr. Dwarven. It did, my lord. It's a swindler who plays on innocent scientists to elicit a government grant money for conjuring know-how. It's true that I possess considerable knowledge of stage magic. But crucially, my scientific knowledge more than matches that of any academic in the field. Investigation of a witness's workshop attests to that claim, my lord. As evidence, the police found this World Society trophy for young talent in science, though. Yes, that's true. We just bought it ourselves. If our positive talent can always be forged in physical manifestation with sufficient skills. Yeah, get good, bro! Although I may solve the secrets of some deceptive wives who sniff and counts talentless scientists in the past. Would you prefer so the explosion of the machine was? Unfortunate accident. Oh, of course. A deliberate act of murder carried out by misuse of science. Ooh, shots fired. Cause this, you cross-examination? Yes, my lord.
Hold it!
So you already acquainted with Mr. Asman himself? No, Willie, by chance I've seen his name mentioned in the papers, that's all. You saw Ass Man in the papers, you're like, no, I'm gonna remember my name for the rest of my life. Can't remember Ass Man. I know what interest is profit or sales. If he was an unscrumptious investor, there was no concern me. As long as people pay bills, I make my dues and construct whatever they ask for me. So what did Mr. Assman approach you in particular then? Who can say? I presume because my name is associated with excellency in engineering. Not to mention excellency in fraud. It seems like people know you both for fraud. Hard to gauge, but the point is I would construct the machine according to the blueprints I was given. And always, the kinesis machine was built on scientific principles. Yes, you may say that. Professor Hilburn certainly has a mind like no. He provided me with the blueprints and I constructed the machine to its precise specifications. So it's no trick. It's clear that you have both scientific knowledge and knowledge of conjuring magic, however. The more knowledge you have, the better equipped you are to him whatever comes. I mean, that is true. But the implication is falling into the machine with some trickery, I think. It's a possibility we have to explode. Unfortunately, though, the machine was born to Kingdom Come. So there's really nothing left to explode, though. It appears the kinesis machine was filled with a time explosive device of some kind. If there's nothing left of the device here, not a single trail of evidence remaining out here. How do you hear this stuff? He must have planned this all from the onset. I mean, yes, of course. But in any case, it's abundantly clear that experiment could have been tricked. Hold it. Of course, that's it. Mr. Assman had a twin. Double ass. Passman, look, I mean, he did say he had no twins, so yeah. Well, that's very true. He did say that very clear for code. No, I heard you before, but before Pope hadn't quite like left me. I mean, you got admired, I guess. Demonstration could have been a trick if it was someone who looked sufficiently like the victim. But Dr. Saif absolutely ruled out vast possibility. It's beyond question that the victim himself, Mr. Assman, did not move from the stage to the crystal time. His fingerprints were found on the scene to attest to that fact. So, could be orchestrated using someone who looked identical to Mr. Assman then. What are you thinking, Mr. Nautical? Oh, no, nothing. This idea of someone look identical to the victim is playing on my mind. Hold it. A crash hair first, you said. According to the you have an auto. His neck was broken. So that doesn't contradict anything. Were we not there at the exhibition grounds of the day? Unlikely. I rarely leave my workshop. That's BS, so. That's BS. And yeah, one of the unique adventures we find the scene. It was while unveiling of machine on labor over for many months. I saw it clearly with my eyes, the boat cage plumbing headfirst at the tower. What a surprise. I believe the victim's neck was broken from the headlong fall. How will you come by that information? Even in the photo with clues like me reads from newspapers, you know. According to reports, 2 entries were apparent of the victim's body. He has been stabbed in the chest by a screwdriver believed to belong to the defendant. He broke the vertebra as a result of falling from a considerable height. Correct. My lone friend has been doing his research, it seems. I mean, hey, it can't be clueless all the time, right? Right. Do we know which entry was the fail one? I think what I said. Sadly, no. Forensic science isn't at that level yet where such things can be determined. What we do know is the victim died has substantiated both entries at some point during the experiment. And since he was found in the boat cage with his neck broken, it's obvious that he fell from a considerable height. I suppose that's hard to deny. I mean, you can always deny.
Hold it!
So you understood the science, did you? No, it's in the slides. Oh. But how could you believe a machine if you don't understand the science behind it? I must say a number of times I'm an engineer. My job is to manufacture, according to the blueprints. I mean, I guess if you just do by blueprints, I guess you'd be fine, technically. I mean, I disagree with that, but hey, what do I know? I'm not a scientist. I've been dividing manifold problems that push my brain to digest any of the ideas behind them. I'd be accused of stealing with ideas, for example. But how's it possible to construct a machine without... Yeah, exactly! Like, how can you make a machine without understanding the science? Well, you practicing law without will... Wow! Shots equal filed. A very good point. Stand up for yourself, Mr. Nautical. No, sometimes you gotta take a beating. The point is the experiment without an instantaneous kinesis taking place, as such the sounds must be sound. Oh, and really, experiment results are all that matters when it comes to finding a hypothesis. I mean, you gotta be sure. You gotta be sure of yourself. You're gonna do a crime. I mean, if you're not sure of yourself and you're doing a crime, you know, maybe not do the crime. I must have picked up what I was supposed to, like, present. Actually, it was not headphones.
Objection!
We examined the boat cage that crashed into the crystal tower ourselves. As you can see, the cage, which is a wooden construct, has substantiated damage in one particular spot. Following the explosion, it fell some 30 feet into the glass of the crystal tower. That level of damage is to be expected, surely. I agree. Damage itself is entirely understandable, but what doesn't make sense is the location of our damage. All the broken breakage in the wood are at the base of the breakage, not the top. What are you saying? I can't crash head first so it didn't land the head. That's the opposite of which it should be. That's right, my lord. The breakage was I've seen is damaged at its base. We have reports of breakage falling headlong into the crystal top. You have damage at the ball. The one way to reconcile these two facts is to accept there are two boat cages in play that day, which were at some point switched. Switched during what wasn't a scientific experiment at all, but a labyrinth piece of stage trickery. Ah! Good gracious, explain yourself, witness. Well, if we examine the facts, there's only one logical conclusion we can draw. The damage of the base of the boat cage clearly indicates that it crashed tail first into the tower. But multiple witnesses reports claims that the head first. Boat cage materials will materialize in the sky next to a balloon flying over the stage, following a spontaneous explosion, at an altitude of some 60 feet above the ground, which is approximately 18 meters. It then proceeds to fall some 30 feet into the crystal tower, and showing deflagration. Witnesses reports amid such chaos are notoriously unreliable. But victims, yeah, that is a bit weird. You fall head first. I mean, feet first. I mean, that was also true, but I'm gonna save and we can pick up this next time. But it's like, there's a lot of ways to break the neck. Just saying, lots of ways to break the neck. Got a football ticket. Yep. Oh, this is random? Oh, I hate this. Yeah, I got a rabbit! That's what I care about the most, to be honest, is actually getting the rabbit. The other stuff is neat, I guess. I don't know who this football player is at all, so, like, I no offense, I'm sure he's a big football player. I just don't know football, so, like, I could not care about getting a card or, like, the background with him. I just want Braxu Rapid, because I think it's a very cool alternate art. Oh, can I delete this? No, not yet. Okay, sure. Because if we go to... Full Flush. Like, look at this. Best card in of a game. Dad? I feel like I'm going crazy. No, that's it. Okay. Probably gonna do like 1 or 2 duels. I'm being 100% honest. I'm tired. It's been a long day. And yeah. We can win with Scott Servants. Oh, it had to be. No, I'm not. I want to have fun. And Kastru's just completely destroying this deck. I don't care if I get weighing down or whatnot, because I did. Come. A spirit deck. Why am I not? I see. Man, I'm up against like no fun decks. Okay, let's try this again. Why are you having I was supposed to say, why are you having problems now? Okay. So, actually, what would be probably best is Zombie. That's called baking. Load. And print. Print. Activate. Send points. For points. Monster Rebone. Bring points back. Pre-max arena. Okay, 10 cards, baby. Queen. Alpha Queen's effect. I'm up against Monarchs. So that's what it feels like. I feel like I'm up against a Monarch. And Yeah, Monarch. That's kind of easy to tell. We are here. I've a unicorn. Never a judgment will really help too much at this point. But you never know when a judgment can judge very quickly. So say if you face up one of your face down cards now, that'd be great. Let me know I have nothing to worry about. Bench load. There we go. Boom. Get whacked, son. Okay, this definitely gonna be the last of the night. Oh, it's gonna be a good or bad tone. Depends on what it's following. Okay, getting. I mean, that's not exactly a bad thing for them. What? Ooh, that's not good. Yeah, you thinking about something else? Hello, so... I know one. Okay. I'm gonna end. Yeah, probably cook. Do 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 do. About to be blown back. See, I hate more charming cards because they just make me not want to play. Cause like, why would I let you draw cards? If I'd be very silly of me. Yeah, what's that? Yeah. You gotta keep comboing. Do. Okay. I'm actually surprised they sent Duel Drive to the graveyard. To summon knights, that's interesting. Okay, I mean, I guess, yeah, if you have a quick play spot to bring back Dual Drive. I mean, double Dual Drive. Okay, yeah, I just lost. But there's no fucking way I don't just lose. I mean, at some point. Oh, I was playing. I thought I hit B. My bad. It's like I'm like, what's going on? I thought I hit B. Yeah, I'm just being dumb. What? They knew the Scar service was too strong. They knew it was too strong, so they just quit. I love that. Cool, so let's go gold stuff. Actually, that'd be nice, 100. I'm really not a fan of, I mean, she's cute, so, I mean, she is Theme Smith, but she's cute, so she passes. But Block Dragon? Block Dragon. And then Gemto, I really do not care for him. But, like, I care about the UR gems a lot. So, you know. Doing 20, baby. Quite a lot of that. I mean, you just expect something until you fucking win. Like, we haven't had Moki. Oh, this is blasphemy, though. We didn't have Moki up until this point. I'm sorry. For all these cards of trash. This is the only card we need. Moki. What's this fusion? Oh, it's a metaphors card. Well, I'd like to thank you all for coming out. It's been fun. It's been a blast. It's been a fun blast. Hopefully we have. I mean, I guess yesterday was a bit of. Well, I guess it's a normal stream length. But anyways, I mean, I guess technically it doesn't really matter. It is. I need my sleep. It was a long day today, and it's probably gonna be a long. It's just gonna be long days, for work wise. So it's gonna be a wild trip. That's for sure. But I'd like to thank you all for coming out. It's been fun. It's been a blast. It's been a real fun blast. Tomorrow would be Mo Naruto Exporter, and then Thursday would be Mo Great Ace Attorney. So again, thank you all for coming out. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll catch y'all